Good afternoon and welcome to Coffee and a Card. So it is Tuesday and I'm excited to be with you to do some crafting. So my name is Holly with Handcrafted Blessings and we are going to make a card using some new products today. So we'll just get everybody situated here, say hello to a few people. Hi Patricia. So welcome to everybody who's coming in here, whether you're watching live or on the replay. I'm glad you're here. So I'm going to show some Happy Mail and then I'm going to show some new products and yeah, it's going to be fun. So I always start with Happy Mail, and Happy Mail is what I call it when you guys send me cards because, well, number one, it makes me happy, but number two, I get super excited to show off your creativity. And so today I've got a couple of cards that I'm going to show, and that's why I call it Happy Mail. You know, and a lot of times I think we call it Happy Mail because it makes people happy to receive it from us. But you know, I think it makes us happy to send it. So this first one is from Karen Dixon from here in Iowa. And look at those fun colors. I just love the color combination here. It's so fun. Look at that. Love it. So it says, you make my heart smile. And then the other one I have today is from Carolyn Jackson in Ohio. And look at, she has used the beautiful gold foil cards and envelopes, featuring those in the card club this month. So it's fun to see other people using them. And it says, hoping your Christmas shines bright with the love of family and friends. Ooh, look at that. So this is gold foil, and she has used that, what is it called? Christmas Tidings. I actually think I have it here. Yeah, Christmas Tidings embossing folder on the foil. How cool is that? Oh, that's a really cool card. And then on the inside, behind her note, it says Merry Christmas. That's really cool. I like this card a lot. And this ribbon right here, just so you know, that's in the online exclusives. So that's a real red and gold ribbon. So very fun there. All right. So I'm going to set that aside and I'm actually going to go straight into having my camera down because I have some new stuff. I've got some new stuff to show you. Oh boy. So this is why we call this Coffee and a Card, because I need more coffee. Okay, so this month we have been talking about the Join Special because it's the 35th anniversary for Stampin' Up. So with your starter kit, you can either get 35% off the kit or you can add an additional 35%. Okay, we've talked about that, but something I have not mentioned is two things. One, when you purchase your starter kit in October, you also get a free ticket to the November convention. So we call it OnStage, and it is a whole day of crafting, and it is so fun. Presentations, stuff to make together, super fun. And you get a free ticket, you guys. It's like, I think I paid $77 in order to be able to go to it, but y'all get it free with your starter kit. And so today I thought I would show you the collection of products that we get to order early as OnStage attenders, and we'll be using this to craft with in November. So we've got Bee My Valentine, and you got some fun sayings here, and then you have these adorable bee stamps. So you've got the wings, you can use the heart to make wings, and you've got the bee body and stripes. And then it coordinates with the Bee Builder Punch, which has the body, the heart, and I'm going to use this today. We're going to make a bee. Then in the suite that you get, you also get the Be Mine Designer Series paper. So let me set this aside and we'll pull out the paper here. Okay, so you got these so cute bees. And this is not just for Valentine's. As you can see, we've got flowery paper. You don't have to just make Valentine cards from this. You don't even have to make bees. Look at the fun little stripes. Here we've got some honey. And see if I can get to the back. Oh, kind of like the buzzing path of a bee. Cute little bees with the hearts. Lots of hearts on the back. So this bee is holding a flower with the flower on the back. No, I already showed you a partial piece because we're using that in today's card. We've got some flowers with stripes. And then some more bees. Oh, that's the last one. And you've got honeycomb on the back. So we've got Petal Pink, Sweet Sorbet, Daffodil Delights. Let's see, what else do we got here? Pool Party, black, of course, Lemon Lime Twist. So real fun color combination for these products. So these will be coming out in the spring mini catalog, but if you're registered for OnStage, you can buy all of this early. So what else is in this suite? We've got this, what is this called here? A Sweet Sorbet bordered ribbon. And I have to tell you, it is so soft. I was surprised as I was using it to make my card today. It's such a soft ribbon. I just kind of want to sit here doing this because it's so soft. Anyways, there's a roll of ribbon in the Suite collection. And then there's also these embellishments called the adhesive backed hearts and flowers. So just a variety of different sizes and colors that go with the paper. And we'll use all of that in our card today. Okay, so we are going to start with a piece of Sweet Sorbet here, measuring 5.5 by 8.5, and scored at 4 1/4. So this is just my my card base here. And I'm actually going to set that aside because we're going to cut some pieces. So I'm going to be using Petal Pink, Basic Black, Basic White, Sweet Sorbet, and then a piece of the Designer Series paper. Okay, so that's what we're using. So we'll start with our Sweet Sorbet, and we're going to cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. So 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we got one piece. And then we're going to do our basic black. Let me get my black and my Petal Pink here. We're going to do black, and we're going to do this one at 4.5 by 3 1/4. So 4.5 by 3 1/4. Okay. And then our Petal Pink is going to be 4 3/8 by 3 1/8. So we're just going down by 1/8 of an inch. So 4 3/8 by 3 1/8. So let's see here, 4 3/8 by 3 1/8. Here we go. Okay. And then last but not least, we're going to take a piece of the Designer Series paper. Now you're going to need 2 different patterns of whatever paper you pick. I happen to like the front and back of this, so I'm actually just going to use this. This strip here measures 3 by 6. 3 by 6. And I know that just, I'm sorry. 2 by 6. 2 by 6. Okay, and I know that just because I used the other 6 inches for my first card. So if you cut a 2-inch strip off your Designer Series paper, you can actually make 2 cards from that. So this is 2 by 6, and we're going to go ahead and cut it down. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut 2 pieces that are 3 inches long. So they're going to be 2 by 3 inches. Now, one of these pieces is going to stay exactly as it is, 2 by 3. So I am going to do, these actually look pretty much identical. I'm going to do this one because I got a little bit more of that bee on the bottom here. So this piece will be 2 by 3. And this one, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it in half. So I have 1 by 3 strips. So there's my 1x3 strips. Okay, so we'll take both of those there. All right, I think we're done cutting for a moment. Now what we're gonna do with our background piece, you could totally emboss this if you wanted to, but I'm actually going to stamp it and kind of make like my own designer series paper. So first, I'm gonna grab some grid paper here just in case I accidentally stamp off the page. Now what I've done is I have put 2 stamps on the same block. We've got 2 different flowers here, and I'm just going to be stamping with those on my Sweet Sorbet piece. And I'm going to use Sweet Sorbet ink to do my stamping. I think I'll put my ink over here. I'm trying to decide where to put it so that I don't put my fingers on it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I am just going to stamp these flowers around my card. So we're just going around the outside of this card, and you can actually mix and match however you would like. If you'd like to make it a little less symmetrical, you could, instead of just stamping around the border. Oh, you know what? I never showed you my sample card. You don't even know where we're heading with this card. But in my sample that I'll show you, I actually stamped a little bit more randomly. So I'll show you that. All right. So there we go. We have our piece all stamped. Okay. Sorry, I got some Sweet Sorbet ink on me, so let me just get that off my fingers. I don't want to transfer that anywhere. All right, so we've got that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to stamp. As long as we've got our stamps out here, let's go ahead and just stamp a few more things. So I'm going to close this for a moment. And I am going to take, actually, you know what? I think we should get some pieces out of the way. So bear with me a second. I am changing my mind midstream. So we're going to go ahead and attach this to my card front. So I've basically just created like my own designer series paper. The reason I didn't fill the middle, you'll see very quickly, is because my basic black will eventually be right here. Okay, not yet because I have to build my layers here in the middle, but ultimately the black is going to be going right here. So that's why I only needed flowers around the outside of my piece of paper. Okay, so we'll take our petal pink and our basic black and we will adhere those together. Now remember, there's only 1/8 of an inch border here. So it's very small. So I'm just looking for my even borders here. Real tiny. And then we'll take our designer series paper strips that we have done and we're going to tape those on here. So I'll start with my 1-inch strips. Again, these are 1x3. And we're just going to do each end of my card, and then we'll put the middle one on. I just find it easy to do it this way, and we end up with the spacing that I'm looking for. So then we'll add the bees here in the middle. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so we're building some layers here. And then before we're ready to put it on the card front, we're going to do one more thing. We're going to add this Sweet Sorbet ribbon. And I'm just going to be putting a piece across the front and adhering it to the back of these layers. So I'm going to put it, I think I'm just going to keep it down low here. Yeah. I think I'll keep it down low. Try not to cover up too many of those cute bees that are in the middle panel. So we'll just stick that here. And then I will dimensionalize this piece to go on the front of my card. Now, when I am adhering things that have ribbon like this, I do like to cover up the ends of the ribbon just as extra security. I don't need the dimensional here in terms of dimensionalizing overall this piece, but for me, it's just a little added security to make sure that that ribbon does not come up as my card is traveling through the system to get to my recipient. Little extra insurance, if you will. All right, so we'll take all these pieces, these layers that we've now put together, and we'll stick that here on the front of our card. Okay, and we'll flip it over. And actually, before I can tape this down, we're gonna take our flowers again and our sweet sorbet. This is what I meant to stamp again while I still had the sweet sorbet open. And we're just gonna put a couple of flowers on the bottom two corners. Okay. There we go. So now I can stick that inside my card base. And you know, I don't think I said, this white measures 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. So we'll crease this down now. And we'll just move that over a little bit. Now we're gonna grab some scrap paper. So I've got Petal Pink, I've got Daffodil Delight, and I have some basic white. So we're gonna see what we can do here to get all the pieces that I need to punch. The first thing we need is our sentiment piece, which I want the bee body for my sentiment. So I'm just gonna stick a strip in here of basic white. I'm gonna punch that out. So we got that piece. And then I'm going to need, let's see, I think I'll use this small one here. I'm gonna need my wings. So we'll use basic black, Memento Black. Let me put these away. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to visualize this before I start stamping. I'm going to be putting my heart in here, or my paper in here, and punching the heart. That's what I'm going to be using for my wings. So I can kind of see, I kind of need to angle my wings as I stamp them. So I'm going to use this piece right here. And I'm just going to stamp those at an angle. Okay, so I'll be cutting that out. And then I also need a bee body. So I'll use Daffodil Delight. And I think, no, I'm still gonna need the black. So we'll wait on that for just a second. So I'm just gonna take a scrap of Daffodil Delight, stick it in here. And we've got our bee body right there. Same as our sentiment piece, okay? You'll see how we'll be able to use that. And then, what am I missing? Let's stamp on here. So we'll take the stripes for the bee. Now you could stamp this before you punch it, but the beauty of photopolymer is I can see right through the stamps. So I am able to easily align that bee stinger and stamp the stripes of my bee. And then we need a face for my bee. We're gonna give him a happy face. So there are actually multiple face options. So let me show you that for just a second because it's super cute. You can do like a winky face, smiley face, and then kind of this eyes shut smiley face. And then there's this one here. So you've got some options here as you're building your bees. Okay, so we've got our bee body. We're gonna punch that out. Let's see, I've got that. Okay, I think I'm done with black for right now. So we'll put that here. We'll take our sentiment piece, and I'm going to take Sweet Sorbet, and I am going to stamp Love You on here. And I'm going to stamp it over here on the edge, because I'm going to show you how we can use the bee body to actually be our sentiment piece on the card as well. Okay, so let's punch our bee wings. So I'm going to stick that in here to the heart and line it up. And now I've got this, it's just a heart, but with that stamping, we've created some wings for our bee, just like that. Okay, so we're going to take this guy. Let me find, where's the top of my, we're just going to tape our bee wings back here. Now, if you're wondering about this color combination and why I chose to do Daffodil Delight with Petal Pink, I will show you. Because that's exactly what it looks like on the designer series paper. You can see here our Daffodil Delight with the bee stripes and then the petal pink wings. Now this one, if I was exactly copying, I would have actually stamped, instead of in Memento Black, stamped that in petal pink. So petal pink on petal pink. You could also do this way and do the wings on each side. But let the designer series paper inspire you, because this is a great way to get color combinations and different ways. You know, you could add some arms with the holding the flower. So it's a really great way to find inspiration, is right on the designer series paper itself. Okay, we're going to take both of these and we are going to dimensionalize them. So I'm just going to add a couple here, and let's see here, that should do. Whoops. So we'll take all of these backs off and we'll be able to add our bee. Okay, so I'm going to bring back the front of my card and I'll start with the Love You. We're going to stick that on here. And then we're just going to stick the bee, we're going to cover up this bee here. But I'm just going to put that guy right there. And he ties in so nicely with the bees that are on the paper. And then I can grab my hearts and flowers embellishments. And we're just going to add a little heart right there. And so here we have our Be Mine card. Now, the one thing I have to say, you might not need a lot of Love You, Be Mine, Valentine's type cards, but what I love about this set are the bees. The bees are so cute, you guys. So if you just grab another stamp set, you could turn this into birthday cards, thinking of you cards, thank you cards. I mean, all you have to do is substitute out whatever words you want to put with it, and you magically have different cards. So just want to say that, because I know sometimes I look at Be My Valentine, and if you've been around here for previous Valentines, you know I don't do a lot of Valentine cards. So I was unsure about this set at first, but I really wanted to get it so that I could craft along with OnStage in November. And so I've just been thinking about alternative ways to use it. So the thing with OnStage, it's an online virtual event in November. If you miss it, there'll be replays of it. So if you're not able to attend live, you can always do the replay. You'll be able to chat with other demonstrators. You'll be able to purchase this suite early if you want to craft along. You can also just use your own supplies to craft along. But what I think is really fun about this is that you get a free ticket to OnStage when you purchase the starter kit. So here's my sample card. Put the heart in a little bit of a different spot. But you can also see I stamped my flowers a little bit more randomly around this piece, rather than just in a line like I did here. So you can always mix and match. however you'd like. But the bees are so cute. Yeah, Karen says too cute. They really are. It's so adorable. So yeah, just giving you another peek into the amazing bonuses when you purchase the starter kit and join my team this month. So thanks so much for tuning in to Coffee and a Card today. And don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. I'll see you soon.